Okay, so starting out with moisturising my face as per usual. I'm using the Johnson's Face Care Daily Moisturiser. And then going in with my foundation for a change, which is from Tarte Cosmetics. I think it's Natural Medium Beige. I'm obviously using my Extra Beauty foundation brush to blend this in. And just add a little bit more on my chin, because there wasn't enough coverage there. And of course, just setting my face down with Savage Translucent Loose Powder and my Extra Beauty powder brush. So taking these two green shades and my bronzer brush from Extra Beauty, I'm just basically adding like a very light green cast to my skin, because obviously from my reference picture, Poison Ivy obviously has a lot of green skin, and she's basically a leaf herself. So I'll put this all over my face and what I could manage off my chest, or for the most part for what I knew was going to be in a photo or in frame, etc. So I was just putting the rest of it on my hands as well, in case my hands were in frame for photos and or shoulder clips. So now taking this red shade and my Extra Beauty eyebrow brush, and yes, there is still some soap on it. I'm of course filling my brows in, because Poison Ivy has nice and sharp and very opaque red brows. So now taking this green shade here, and I'm basically just adding it to the red. It didn't make much of a difference, but it did give it a little bit more depth. I just didn't want to look so pink, but more red. So now I'm taking my primer from MAC's Paint Pot Soft Ochre, and of course setting that in place with either Venus or Foxy with my blender brush, also from Extra Beauty. Then going with my Beauty Killer palette, taking Courtney, and working this in my crease with my blender brush. So taking this copper-ish shade, I'm just basically adding that to the exact same spot where Courtney is. And then taking these two green shades, I'm going to be adding this just to my lid. Only because my reference picture had a lot of copper tones in the crease, but obviously green on the lid. So I'm adding a little bit of the same green, but in like in a wing shape, because she had her makeup like looking elongated. So now I'm adding this some baking powder from Laura Mercier. It's like a Jaclyn Hill trick. You basically put it in the same place you would as a tape, but you just use your baking powder or setting powder instead. I mean, you could also use tape if you wanted, but... So now taking the same copper shade, I'm just basically adding some more to the copper tone. So I felt like there needed to be some more. So taking these green and a black shade, I'm basically adding some more depth on my outer V. So of course just adding some of the same green on my lash line, my lower lash line with my Extra Beauty pencil brush. So now I'm adding my eyeliner with my Major Look Precision Pen, Night Owl or Haunted. I'm also adding a new inner corner, so it gives her that feline look, even though she's the entire opposite of a feline. Like, she's a leaf, not a cat. So I'm also just adding that to my lower waterline as well, or my lower lash line actually. So going with my Benefit Roll Lash, the mini one, and of course just coating my top lashes. I think I left my lower lashes alone. And then I'm going in with some, I think these are Katy Perry eyelashes in Oh Honey from Eyelure, and of course just using tweezers to pinch them in. Now with Mary Jo K, I'm obviously starting off by lining my lips, and I just lined them, I didn't fill them in all the way, but then I'm going in with the lipstick itself and filling my lips in the rest of the way. So now taking the royal green here, I'm actually going to be using my bronzer brush again just to contour. So I'm contouring across my cheekbones, my temples, and as well as my jawline. I did also add some nose contouring just by taking the same angled eyeshadow brush I used for the baking part and then just smudging that with my finger. So then taking this highlight-ish shade, I'm just running that all along my nose and of course the tip of my nose and then my cupid's bow. So taking Champagne Truffle from the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palettes, I'm just running this on the rest of my high points of the face. Obviously, highest point of the cheekbones, brow bone, as well as my chin, and just retracing over my cupid's bow again, and as well as the tip of my nose. So now I'm adding like swirly little veiny shapes. You can go a lot heavier with the vines if you want, but I just wanted to have mine looking like poison ivy was coursing through my veins, so I just added little squiggles and swirls, basically like snake-like shapes. So some just showed up nicely, but other ones are a bit more faded, and that was exactly how I like it. You can go as detailed as you want or as less. So now I'm just pinning up my hair a bit more. And then obviously swing on a not a bowl cap, a wig cap. Well, I suppose it could be used as a bowl cap, probably not actually. So I'm just pinning it in place so to make sure that it doesn't slide up underneath from my wig, because that would just be awkward. So now of course throwing on my wig, it is a red tone wig, it's from the brand Alter Ego. So of course I'm just brushing it. Now the character did have her hair parted inside, but because of the way the wig is shaped, I had to just scoop it up, back and then around. Then of course I touched a flower, pin that in, and now I'm touching a leaf. I did try with lash glue to begin with, but that failed miserably, so I'm pinning it in instead. Just like 3 leaves, one at the top and 2 at the bottom, but then first I'm adding these, I'm not really sure what you call these particular plants, but put it at the top of my head, kind of like a floral crown, I guess you could say. And then now I'm adding the last leaf in. So that is it for the first look. So now for the second look, which is much easier. So I'm adding this daisy crown that I got from the same place I got the wig. It's basically just a tie around one. So it's definitely a lot more low key if you don't want to have like 20 different things in your hair. So that is then it for both looks. Thank you all so much for watching. I had a lot of fun with this one. So simple, so easy, so quick. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all for my future videos and my future Halloween videos. Ciao everyone!